The whole group of Montana is heading to Morocco. And we're leaving Bozeman here, and I don't really know what we're going to expect at this point. I would say it's kind of nerve-wracking. I mean, I haven't ever been across the Atlantic Ocean, period. Barely been outside of the United States, so going somewhere like Morocco is a pretty wild thought.
If you would have told 18-year-old Bailey that he'd be part of a leadership group that took him to Africa and Morocco, he would have thought you were crazy.
And here in Morocco, touring dairies and a little bit of farm production, and being an agronomist, I found it a little interesting. They get similar moisture to us annually, but when it doesn't rain, they don't plant. Whereas in Montana, people kind of just keep chugging along.
Getting to see agriculture on a different continent alone in an area that battles a lot of the same climate issues we do in Northeast Montana has just been incredible for me. This has been an incredible trip for this little small town farm boy, life-changing.
When you prepared for this trip, you always think the worst of the worst. And when we got here, it was very quickly, you realized it wasn't that. It's of a developing country, but the people here, anywhere we went, they were very open and wanted us there. I don't think I could find a better group to share it with, and I just really appreciate everybody here sharing their time with me.
Really, this first day in general, it's just been awesome. I think one of my favorite parts was actually that we started off with production ag, and that's just a prime example of where I feel we're so far away from home, yet that felt so close to home.
There's so many similarities between Montana and Morocco, even though we're on different continents. It's been really wonderful to see Morocco through what you're curious about and how that relates to what we've all been learning and taking that home and continuing this network.
Walking through a market down here in Mecanese, and people are here used to being a lot tighter than we are back in Montana.
This place is intense. Lots going on here, lots of interesting color and culture and languages. I have never been anywhere like this before.
Okay, we're in the city of Fez. As you can see, this is the royal gate into the royal palace. Fez is a historically religious portion of Morocco. The royal family's here this week for, I guess, all of Ramadan.
There's a lot of things that I totally didn't expect, from the food to the architecture. Any worries I had going into both a non-English speaking country. This is my first time in a Muslim country. The entirety of the experience can be filled up with gratitude for many things. First, for being able to spend time with all of you, and gratitude for the life that we get to lead back in the States. I'm leaving inspired to take some of that gratitude back and trying to live a little bit slower and think about the things that really matter. Very, very grateful for this experience with all of you.
Well, we're at the pottery place where we saw them taking basically blocks of clay, and then they form it, or then they bring it inside this building, where very talented artists at that point in time take over, and they start sculpting, and everything you see around you has been some very high skilled, very prideful people in the work that they do.
This country's different. The people are not less than us. They're not lower than us. They have a different life. It was enjoyable to see it and learn. It was a great experience.
The people here have been so surprising. They're so hospitable and so gracious, opening their homes, their businesses, and the willingness to share that with us and their culture. Quite the experience, and I just appreciate each and every one of you for sharing this experience with me and our circle here. I appreciate all of you.
We've got the tanning pots. We learned all about it from start to finish, about how the hides are washed, ultimately dyed, treated later, and then if you can look around me, how all of their hides end up being turned into different materials like these poofs, bags. We've got a whole lot of different items here. The smell is something that you just can't describe. If you're a rancher, you might have an idea. If you got a pit around somewhere, it's very similar to that.
It's much better with the mint leaves in. We're at this orange plantation on the way to Marrakech, and it is just remarkable, these oranges that get processed. It takes roughly, I think they said 35 days from harvest to get to the USA into grocery stores.
The way that they described it and everything, they sounded like the cuties from Costco, and they had said that they shipped to Costco, and after we tasted them, I think that they're definitely cuties, which is fantastic, but they're much better here, fresh, not sitting on a barge for a month and a half before they get to us.
Because it's interdiction to use the chemical, the herbicide.
Just like ours.
Just like this is a sugar beet, just like what I grow in Montana. Exact same. It's probably about 3 months from being harvested.
Reflecting on this trip, I just think about where I was 2 years ago and really had heard about Morocco, but had never even thought about coming here. To come here, never traveling abroad before, some of the people we met, some of the things we did, just experience some things that I would never have dreamt of experiencing.
This country is far different than what I was expecting. It's beautiful.
This has been probably the best trip I've ever done in my life, with some of the most amazing friends I have ever met. The way these guys live their life, it really does make you think about what we tend to prioritize. I was absolutely blown away by the passion that people have for what they do in this country. I'm gonna really miss these seminars, all this time that we've spent together. I love the passion that you guys have for your respective industries and what you do day to day. I love that I have people that I can call up if I ever need anything all around the state.
As you become an adult, you don't take the time to really develop true, deep relationships with others. As we look back at the value of the international program, this is really what Real Montana is all about. You can take a miner from Butte and a logger from Kalispell and a rancher from Miles City, and you can go through something life-changing that really impacts you as a leader, and you'll take that forever with you. And it will truly be something that you'll have forever. You'll have these memories forever and these friends forever.
This has been like truly an incredible trip. I can't believe how much we got to see and do, and I think all of it's been a highlight, but I feel like we've all gotten to bond even more.
The first thing that I always enjoy is when we talk to the farmers, and you can see when they talk, even through the language barrier, that they have the same issues as we do. You know, agronomy, water, soil, all the things that every farmer does. It's no different. You can't really understand each other by talking, but you can point and really you can see it in the other person's eyes, that they understand, that you understand. When I retired from the Army, I could have just went back to the farm and you know, put my head down and just worked and enjoyed the farm life, but I wanted to do something more for agriculture because we all need to tell our story. And I realized that the real reason I did it was because I started sending pictures of what we were doing to my son every day. That's why I'm here, is to show him that you got to do more, not only for your own community, but for the world.